The Activities section is where you can configure the individual activities that participants will be checking into. Each activity will appear as a box displaying the activity name. Activities can have the status of published, draft, or unpublished. Published activities are those that are currently in use. When you set up a check-in kiosk, as we'll see later, you will only be able to use published activities. Draft activities are still in the configuration process and haven't been published. You can unpublish an activity when it is no longer in use. Select the three dots in the lower right-hand corner of an activity for the option to publish or unpublish it. To set up a new activity, select Create Activity in the top right. To start off, I will give my activity a name. Optionally, I can add a description. Next, I can add a qualification, a set of merits that participants are required to have in order to check into this activity. We'll talk about configuring qualifications in another video. Here, selecting Add shows a drop-down menu of the qualifications I have set up so far. I'll choose the Cert Basic qualification. There is the option Keep a record of merits used to qualify for this activity. When this is enabled, records in the check-in log will specify which merits the individual had in order to meet the activity's qualification. Next, I can attach a form to the activity. We'll go over how to configure forms later. Here, I can select Add, which shows a drop-down menu of the forms I have set up. I will choose Contact Info Update. You can configure what message will be displayed to people after they successfully check in. This could be a simple set of instructions on what they're supposed to do next. You can customize what message is displayed if the person checking in does not have the merits to meet the qualification. There is the option Enable Checkout to track time for this activity. Select this option if you would like to have participants check out in addition to checking in, which will track the total amount of time they were at the activity. If this option is disabled, then Merit Check-in is just taking attendance of who attended the activity rather than the total duration of logged hours. Next is the option Send an automatic merit upon successful check-in. When enabled, all individuals who check into the activity will be issued a merit that contains the details of the activity name, their check-in time, check-out time, and total time. So both you and your event participants will have access to their check-in data. By default, your organization's generic check-in merit template is selected, but you can also designate a different merit template from a drop-down menu. Provided that the merit template does not have this setting, recipients can only receive one merit from this merit template enabled, and that the template does not have any required fields, because Merit Check-in will only be able to populate certain fields. If you select a new merit template, Merit Check-in will add the necessary additional fields to the merit template after you publish the activity. You can specify the time zone where this activity will take place. You can enable location collection. Merit Check-in will log the location of whatever device an individual is using to check in. Their check-in and check-out locations will be added as data fields to any merits sent automatically. Lastly, you can set an automatic expiration for any merits automatically sent for this activity. At any point, you can save this activity as a draft and edit it later. Once the activity details are all set, select Publish. This brings you back to the main Activities page. Additional options you have if you click on the three dots on any activity card are to edit the activity's details, duplicate the activity if you would like to quickly set up another activity with similar settings, and to view that activity's check-ins in the check-in log, which we'll talk about next.